Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. I hope you are doing well. Like I did, like I did state yesterday. Today I didn't really felt like doing the live session because the rate announcement is gonna come and probably change most of what we are expecting. But I'm just gonna go through it with an if statement or what is probable for the rate announcement this evening. Now, if you look at the dollar index, yesterday, we actually traded to the volume imbalance. And that is where price reacted off from, which is what I confirmed that is what we are going to do. And yeah, for now, for target, we've reached that. What is left is, do we move aggressively above it? That is what I want to see the rate announcement do. So let's wait in the evening to see. It could change and then come back down again, or we could go up. That is why I said I don't want to give anything, because the rate announcement can do any of them. It can shoot price up or it can bring price down. Alright, so I don't want to really discuss more about it, simply because I don't want to give you like a hope that it's going to drop or a hope that it's going to go up. So I want to remain in the middle and confirm any of the direction. For now, that is where I expected them to come, and they've reached there. But whether they're going to continue or go down, the rate announcement will decide that. And whatever it decides, we go with it. So if it drops, we look for continuation to the downside to somewhere here. If we break, we look for continuation to go up there. It doesn't really matter. All you need to do is just don't gamble which direction it's gonna go. Let them show it first. So with euro, you can see we actually rejected and came down to that same level, taking out the previous day's low again, and we came right back up. This is why, I kept mentioning be careful, because they can keep doing this and still move down. Euro hasn't managed to get to the volume imbalance yet, but I think we might drop there before the rate announcement, probably. So 1.16100, they might get there before maybe the rate announcement. Now on pound, this is something that I'm expecting. Maybe it might happen before the rate announcement, maybe it might not. we will see, but this is what I'm expecting. I actually looked at it yesterday, and yeah, breaker, time, rejection, at least this low will be taken before the rate announcement. So that's a trade idea that maybe between now and the rate announcement, price can move towards to euro pound. I think again, price is now completely stuck in a consolidation since Thursday. We've not done much. I was expecting them to use this gap and go down, but you can see they've gone all the way up to take out the London New York session high before rejecting. Maybe move it and stay neutral. As it stands, maybe a move back up in here, which is this gap, and then forming the high of the week to come back down again. Gold. So gold price did eventually come to the breaker, and then since then we've rejected. Okay, so that is what I was talking about the last time. Okay. Yeah, this is where I was expecting them to come to. Okay. This is what I was expecting them to form the high of the week. Now again, because of the rate announcement, I will not fully call this the high of the week because anything is possible from 6 p.m. going. So, but I would like to see them drop for the previous week low. That is purely what I would like to see. Now, it didn't come deep enough into the gap or to the up candle. So what might end up happening is maybe, this is hate maybe, what might end up happening is some form of manipulation to come deeper into the area, either the gap or the last up candle, and then a shift back down here. I'll be watching during the rate announcement to see what they will actually do. So I'll be watching this up candle and the fair value gap. If we come and then we reject immediately, I'll actually start looking out for maybe a trade to go and attack the previous week low. All right, that'll be the what I'll do. Or if it does up when the news comes and then it goes straight down, that's absolutely fine. but I think maybe, it's a maybe, there might be some form of manipulation first before price goes down. Okay, so I'll be watching that. Crude oil, I think this is also a nice trade idea that I found yesterday, that price was gonna continue going down to this fair value gap 57.61 from this H4 order block. So that's something this New York session can produce, and move from this 1 hour breaker, here, to that 57.62 level. Yeah, that's the only trade that I see for today, including the British pound, between the British pound and crude oil. That is the only trade that I see for now. Okay. ES, I think ES is also, it looks like it's forming the low of the week. We've made Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday all dropping. We've just taken Monday's low out, and it's kind of rejecting. Now keep an eye on this up candle here, and at the same time on the H4. That will give us a down candle with immediate close, and I think I said it yesterday, I'm looking for a down candle with immediate close on the H4 before I'll look for the buy. So let's see if within the next hour and 28 minutes, if they can go and close above this down candle and activate it as an order block, then we can use it to facilitate a trade to go back up again. Okay, so keep an eye on this candle's high within the next hour and 28 minutes. We can use that to take a trade to go up. Dollar yen. Yesterday I spoke about price moving from here and gave you some targets. I think this one, and then 158.87. that is still the drawn liquidity. Today happens to be maybe a small pullback and then reject and go up. Inside yesterday's price action, there's this fair value gap that I'm expecting to hold and then send price up. So keep an eye on the H4. The moment we close above a down candle on the H4, then you can start looking for the longs. This is just reaccumulating. I think we will go back up again. Aussie dollar price is stuck in that small range. Now yesterday I was doing a little bit of digging, and I saw that they might trade to that low, 0.66602. we might trade there before going down, or before rejecting. Okay, so let me extend it over there. That is where maybe price might pull back. Okay, so I'll be expecting a move up one more time to that level, and then I'll see if price is gonna reject from there. Okay, again, that's why I said I really didn't want to do much today because of the rate announcement. I think we've already covered that. Yesterday this did not, it couldn't close above the down candle, so it wasn't activated, but we might get the rate announcement to reject price and come back up again. I think this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so it might take out just the Monday's low here and then reject one more time. Just wait for the rate announcement to come. Okay, everything is pointing towards that, right? That is why I don't want to talk much about what is going to happen, because whatever I say can be overridden by the rate announcement. And then finally, the cryptocurrencies. I think you all have seen what is happening. We are still looking for lower prices. This area is where price can get to and then resume going down. Everything else happening in the lower time frame, in my opinion, is manipulation to resume going down. So continue looking for lower prices. Do not buy in for the movement to the upside. Now, when it comes to the crypto market, I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure if the rate announcement actually affects it. I don't know if the rate announcement actually affects it much, but whatever happens, we are still looking for lower prices, and it can happen in here. Okay, so see it as the month has ended. We are trying to form the high of the month, and then we go down, and that can form in here. Ethereum, same thing. We are looking for the high of the month to form. Now, I think I gave you that exact level, 3,360, and then we might reject and continue going down. So basically what I was pointing to was this down candle, that down candle. We will basically, because price respected it over here, and then we broke through, so that will become like a resistance level for price to continue going down. So where we are now, especially on the lower time frame, we can go all the way up into somewhere here, and then I'll expect them to reject and go lower. Solana, still lower prices. XRP, we leave that. The hype, we are still we are still expecting lower prices, so look for continuation to the downside. Chachki, no need to say anything. We are still looking for them to go down again. They'll come back for this equal low one more time, and then we'll see. And then finally, AI16Z, price is stuck inside that gap that I mentioned has been created. Okay, price is stuck inside the gap that I mentioned has been created. So look out for, I don't know, maybe a rejection because that is the lowest the price can go. Okay, so let's see if price will reject that gap, and then yeah, tomorrow I'll give an update. Maybe the rate announcement can also affect AI16Z as well. Okay, so as it stands, all eyes on dollar index for the rate announcement. Crude oil, British pound, this New York session. That's the two that you can focus on, and then the rest just leave them for the rate announcement. Okay, so the announcement again, Friday will be our last session for the rest of the year, and then we resume on the 5th of January 2026. All right, so have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. But be aware that there is rate announcement at 7 p.m. today, so you don't get confused if you get surprised in move in the market. All right, so take care.